Today, the Secretary of Defense and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff are set to testify on Capitol Hill.
It comes as U.S. military pounded Iranian targets for a 10th straight day. Bradley Blackburn joins us live here in the studio with more now. Bradley?
Chris, Mary, 3 U.S. service members were killed over the weekend, 1 in Iraq and 2 in Jordan. And another service member is still missing in action as the toll from the renewed violence continues to grow.
Overnight, the Pentagon said U.S. forces finished another round of strikes meant to degrade Iran's ability to attack ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
We control the strait. They don't control anything.
But early this morning, British maritime officials reported that a tanker was struck by an unknown projectile, forcing the crew to escape in a lifeboat. While in Kuwait, air raid sirens rang out to warn of incoming Iranian missiles.
Either side really has articulated their clear strategic objectives of what they hope to accomplish through this latest spurt of violence.
On Capitol Hill, Democrats say they'll press for those objectives when Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth testifies before a Senate panel today.
I intend to question Secretary Hegseth about the policies and the strategic decisions that led to this war and to its rising costs.
In the tragic toll of war, 2 U.S. service members identified as 19-year-old Texas native Private Isabella Gonzalez and 25-year-old Hawaii resident First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan, stationed out of Fort Bragg, were killed in Iran's attack on an American base in Jordan over the weekend. A third is missing. On social media, President Trump warned every time Iran kills an American soldier, they will pay for that killing many times over. Meanwhile, the State Department is cautioning Americans abroad to be extra vigilant, warning that Iran or groups aligned with Iran could seek to target them.
The White House says President Trump plans to attend the dignified transfer of the fallen soldiers when it happens. At least 17 U.S. troops have died since the war began in late February, and a U.S. official says nearly 100 service members were injured in Iranian attacks on American bases just this month, Mary.
Bradley Blackburn, Bradley, thank you. And more now on those casualties. The New York Times says the U.S. military has withheld information regarding Iranian attacks on U.S. service members. The Times reports that in the week leading up to Friday's deadly attack in Jordan, Iran carried out 3 other strikes against U.S. forces in the country. The paper cites military sources who say those attacks injured dozens of U.S. service members and damaged several helicopters. The Pentagon did not disclose the earlier strikes nor the casualties and damage they caused. On social media yesterday, the Pentagon did post that military members injured in the Iranian attacks had risen to nearly 100 since July 7. The Pentagon denies withholding or misrepresenting U.S. casualties in the war.